In the last video, we covered how you can do on-demand funding while uploading your data. In this video, we're going to cover a similar topic, but this is a bit different. And in this case, we're just going to do I'm going to show you a simple function of how you can allow people to top up their Winston credit from your application without leaving the UI, right? For example, right before uploading, if the user doesn't have enough credits, you can just show them a pop-up telling them to top up their Winston credit. And if that's the functionality you want and you don't want to use on-demand funding, here is how you can do that. So quickly again, this is a very simple application. We have a button here that you're going to use. And if you're not connected, it's going to show you to connect your wallet. And as I said before, again, I'm still going to use the Ethereum wallet for this case. So we need to initiate the Turbo instance. But before, I'm going to get the provider. And if you've watched any of the previous videos where I've used the Ethereum wallet, these steps should be very easy or recognizable to you. So you do new ethers and you import ethers from ethers, browser provider, and this will take in window.ethereum. And from the provider, you'll need to get the signer, and the signer is going to be new. No, not new. It's going to be await provider.get signer. Okay, so now that you have the signer, you can now create the Turbo instance, and this is going to be equal to Turbo Factory. You import from the web because you are in a web environment, authenticated. And so what you do, first thing, you put your wallet adapter, and this is going to be a function that takes in a get signer, and this is a function that returns the signer that you have above there, right? With that, you have the signer. Next thing, you need to add the token. And for our case, since we're using Ethereum, I'm going to add Ethereum. You can also add base ETH, but yeah, that depends on you. So now that you have the Turbo instance, the next thing we're going to do is to create the function that helps you top up Winston credits. And so this will return a couple of things, and we shall look at the returned values, and it's await turbo dot top up with tokens, and this will take in the token amount, and this token amount you need to convert your Ethereum, Solana, whatever currency you're going to use. And for that, we have some helper functions provided by the Turbo SDK. Since I'm using Ethereum, I can use ETH to token amount, okay? And I'll say maybe I want to top up with 0.002 ETH, okay? And yeah, these values, maybe you give the user to input them from your UI, right? For example, here you can have an input and the input, and you can do some sort of validation, but yeah, that's not the point of this video. I'll just hard code them there directly. And yeah, as easy as that function is created, and it returns a couple of things. It returns the amount of Winston credit you get. It also returns the status. It also returns the ID of this transaction, and I think a couple of other things that I don't think are really relevant for this video. This should most likely be enough for what you'll need. So in my case, I'm going to log the status, and yeah, you can do some sort of things with these other return values. That depends on you. But then the function is as easy as that. And so I'm thinking the use case for this should is something like giving users the ability to top up their Winston credit right from your application, rather than them going to the Turbo app to do the top up. And so you know which application to use in that case, and it's turbo.topup with tokens, and it's only available for the authenticated Turbo instance. I'm very hesitant to try this because first thing first, I don't have this amount of Ethereum on my MetaMask here, so it's going to fail. But yeah, you understand the idea of how it works. So I just wanted to make this quick video to show you how that works, and to just let you know that this feature is also available, and you can decide to use it rather than using the on-demand funding.